Here we go, baby. Listen, fellas, ladies, listeners. In today's episode, man, it's a little hot in here. I should turn the AC on. I should keep the AC on. Anyways, listen. In today's episode, as you guys know, Shawn is in Thailand.
Being an elephant whisperer.
You know what I'm saying? All types of things. You heard that voice? That's my special host for the day. You know what I'm saying? He out there living life right now. On the next episode, when he comes back, he'll tell you all about the adventures he had and the elephants he pet and all the poop he stepped in and all the other, things that people do on vacation for 2 weeks. Today's guest I have with me is a near and dear friend. We've talked about him in a couple episodes.
A lot, actually.
His name is Josh Buffaloe. Josh, tell the people about yourself real quick, man.
My name's Josh Buffaloe, a.k.a. Buff. I think we met, middle school? Berkeley? Berkeley was your homeroom in RIP, right?
Damn, we met that? Yo, fam, wow. We met 6th grade, for real?
Yeah, but you went to Trailblazers.
Did my 7th grade year.
And then I moved to Norwalk. So by the time I came back, you were already gone, and then I didn't see you till high school. I don't think it was till after.
So we knew each other prior to high school? So you telling me the way the world lines up, we was already boys prior to meeting each other again in high school?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't think we were the closest of friends in middle school.
Nah, I don't even recollect even knowing you, to be honest. I'm going to keep it real with you.
But I think we just knew each other, but it was just like a lost memory. But I always knew who you were by the time that path crossed again.
Nah, I didn't know who the freak you was. I'm not going to lie to you. I was just like, yo, this dude is Shawn's boy. I guess we can, say what up. We can hang out for a little bit. One thing led to another. Here we are about what was it, 10 years later?
A little more than that.
10, 11 years later, give or take, when we solidified the friendship. And we've been riding ever since. So he going to be on the show today, riding along with your boy.
Yeah, I'll be able to defend myself instead of just sitting there listening to it.
Okay.
But a little about myself. Designer. I work at NBC Sports. Mainly motion graphics. 3D stuff. I try to do music videos. Just basically anything that's visually appealing I try to work with. You've seen me on certain shows and acting. I don't really like to be in front of the camera, but I like to help out whenever it's needed. So to the people listening and watching, forgive me if I'm a little awkward. It's not really my thing. So I'll do the best I can.
Hey, so far so good, man. So far so good. Listen. So the whole concept of the show in the beginning, we start off we have a certain structure. Pretty sure you heard the structure before. Where we talk about something that we learned this week and how we're feeling. So I'm going to tell you something I learned this week, and then you can kind of think of something as we go along as to something you may have learned that you want to share with the people. All right? Something I learned this week. Well, it's not something I learned. It's something kind of new in the past, but it kind of annoyed me just a little bit because bruh, what? Drinking my Snapple, right? And there was a fact on there that said, cats have 100 vocal cords. I said, man, that's a lot of vocal cords, B.
Oh, is this where you get your Facebook posts from?
Yo, F out of here, bro.
Snapple? No wonder.
So I'm reading it, and I'm like, yo, bro, hold up. Let me Google this. Ain't no way. So I Google it, and it said, nah, cats have 2 vocal cords, bro. They can make up to 100 sounds or something like that. So, yo, listeners out there, stop believing these Snapple facts. Google fact check them joints, B. Because these Snapple facts be lying to you. Imagine reading that and I'd be like, yo, bro, veterinarian, cats have 100 vocal cords? They look at me like I'm crazy. So, just out there, next time you're reading a Snapple fact, just keep in mind that it's trash. And it's maybe 100% of the time a lie.
Wait, so it's 2 vocal cords, but between those 2 vocal cords,
they can make
sounds?
100 different sounds.
And what was the Snapple fact?
Snapple fact said cats have 100 vocal cords.
Oh, okay. Maybe I can see where the difference.
I can see it, but if you sending out a drink, you're not Snapple fact checking your Snapple facts. If you sending bad boys out, come on, bro. You don't mess up a logo. You don't be putting banana whipped cream lemonade. And then I taste it, and it tastes like grape juice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Come on, bro.
I did find that interesting, though. I mean, if you think about it, if you just hear a random cat outside, sometimes it will make a different sound, like when they're in heat.
Yeah.
You ever heard that before?
Nope.
It sounds like they're whining.
I don't be around cats.
Like, you don't even have to be around cats. Just if you've heard like a random noise outside and it sounds like a high pitched whine, it's most likely a cat looking for. I think it's a female cat looking for a male cat. You know, trying to get some.
Animals be out here struggling, bro. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're new to your dogs, bro. What are you doing? I think that's the most selfish thing in the world, fam. Let my nigga be a dog out here. Excuse my lingo. Let him be a dog out here, bro. Let him go out there, live his life, get some puppies, and abandon them like a dog do.
I can feel for that.
You know what I'm saying? And then a cat. Actually, cats, bro. Yo, I found out their intercourse is OD, son. Like,
they get freaky.
Yo, but the thing is, I heard that the male cat has like claws or something on his penis.
Yeah. Claws on the penis.
It's like imagine scrapers or whatever on the penis, right? It literally sticks itself inside the female cat and scrapes out the old cum from the old dude, excuse my lingo, and then puts his in there. So it's painful to the female cat. It's not enjoyable.
That probably explains why whenever the cat penetrates, the cat always screams.
Fam,
I thought that was just a part of how
the cat, instrument has like claws or spikes on it, something like that, and it's scraping out old semen, bruh.
You know what the worst part? I've seen some of the male cats, while they're doing that, they'll actually bite on the back of the cat's neck.
Yo, fam.
They'll get the male cats get freaky.
Come on, fam. So you cloning the inside and the outside, OD. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't wild. I've seen some videos.
Them kittens, bro. That mom went through a lot of heartache to get them kittens in this world, bro. Anything you learned this week that you want to share with the peoples? You don't gotta be extravagant. It can be something simple.
I did learn something, but I didn't think that was going to be a question, so it kind of just went like in and out. If it comes to me during the show, I don't know if you have like a pacing on how you do it, but if it does come to me again, I would like to share it.
For this show, for this episode, yeah, if it comes back around, you feel like it's something you want to share with the people, that's definitely something we could do. So we could definitely do that. So in today's episode, it's kind of when you told me that something that you're really good at, well, not good at, but something that you're real knowledgeable on is music. And last episode, me and Shawn actually talked about music and the whole concept of old heads disrespecting basically the new generation and not having a true understanding of it. And we also talked about the fact that, what can local artists do to better promote themselves? And I got into the whole conversation regarding that, they should be in more festivals. They should not be so selfish. They should be more bonding with others. You know what I'm saying? They should be putting out more money. So somebody who's really into the whole music thing, because you listen to music like, yo, listen, before you even talk real quick, let me just give you a quick background, all right? This dude, Buffaloe, right? We'll listen to about, give or take, 7 albums in a day. Now, times that by 7. 7 times 7, Buff?
49.
That's 49 albums in a week. And I'm just estimating here. It's probably more than that. All right? Because, some albums have 12 songs. Some have 4. Some have 15, 20. So, give or take one day, you might listen to 2 or 3 more than the 7. All right? So, and it's just not hip-hop. It's hip-hop, rock, all that other stuff. So I just want to give you guys a quick background as far as musically where Buff's head is at. All right? And, we usually text back and forth regarding certain projects every once in a while. Like, yo, you should listen to this, you should listen to that. So just want to give you guys a quick insight. But yeah, go ahead. What are you about to say?
Well, to go back to your first point on local artists, if you guys haven't watched the documentary on the Dreamville, you should watch that. That's actually should be very inspiring for local artists. What they did was they combined their as many rappers as they could, as many producers as they could in one big house, and they just made music. So basically, if you weren't fighting for a spot to make a song, you were asked out. I think people from Stanford could learn from that, because a lot of people around here, just the state in general, a lot of people aren't open to collab. As I said before, I do design work, but I shouldn't, they should be hitting me up more than I should be hitting them up.
Facts of life. Facts of life.
And it's like...
But you know what? I think the reason behind that truly is people are afraid of what you're going to say price-wise. I feel like people are so afraid of what you like, yo, I'm going to hit Buff up, but I don't know what he's going to charge me. And if I text him, he's going to be like, yo, I charge XYZ amount. And they're going to be like, oh, I hit you up.
Listen, quality over quantity, guys. You can't jip your artists. Otherwise, you're just going to end up with shit.
That's a fact of life.
So
that's a fact. Because, you know, when I'm selling my merch, I feel like I'm selling quality work. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, I can get better in the near future, but as of right now, I'm selling quality work at a decent price point comparable to these other dudes around this world. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, like, I've watched music videos, fam, of local artists. One artist in particular, VJ Perry.
I like his music.
I like his music,
cool. It's smooth.
And his music videos are different. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just dropped a music video, I think, the other day, and it's different compared to another artist who dropped a video. I'm not going to say no names, because I'm going to be like, yo, Dad, you a hater. Anyways, so...
We should go over that term as well. I think people misconstrue that.
We could talk about that
term.
So, when he dropped the music video, and I was kind of just like... It was... You know those music videos where just like a lot of high-quality product? Good little pan shots, expensive cars, group of dudes. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, seen it before.
I mean, Obama said it in a video before. Nip said it in a video before. If you have to do all that, it's just insecure.
Yeah. Like, bro, you don't need an expensive whip to be like on a level of, yo, I'm doing big things. You could literally... Like, for example, J.I.D., he did a music video in just some rundown-ass house. Remember that video with he was spitting his white dude? He was on drugs or whatever, smoking?
I don't think I've caught that video, but I may have heard the song. I could recall.
But the other video with J. Cole and J.I.D., and it was just... just
Get Off My Dick video?
Yeah, it was just in a simple-ass warehouse. But just the whole concept of it.
I like the color scheme that they were rocking with that, like gray, and then certain aspects had color. I like videos like that. That kind of
ASAP Rocky's videos on another level, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Design wise, another level. Yes, I get inspired off of those videos. Whereas, like, we've had this conversation with Shawn. Whereas he likes a video like In My Feelings, where it tells a story of. I don't even know.
like, don't get me wrong. I do enjoy a storytelling video, but there's some moments where it's just like Tory Lanez dropped a song the other day, and I was just kind of watching it like, bruh, really?
Tory Lanez has gotten boring to me. It's kind of like a hit or miss. It's like, late as of 2018, it's kind of been sounding the same to me.
Facts.
And then the videos on top of that's just, what, 1,000 women twerking around there?
Yo,
right,
bro.
We get it, bro.
Like,
you get bitches.
Like,
excuse my language.
When he first came out, I liked rapping Tory. You know what I'm saying? Like, singing Tory's cool, don't get me wrong. Like, Chicks Tapes, those is cool. But I like when Tory was in his bag, like, back in the day, like, what was those mixtapes called? The mixtapes I used to play for y'all in the whip when I was rolling around in the 1999 tour.
Man, I honestly don't remember the names of it. I wasn't even like...
I don't remember the names?
Wasn't even listening to Tory like that back then.
But he'd always say, Canada! And I'd be like, yo, who this Canada dude, bruh? You know what I'm saying? And then he was spitting over beats and all that. Nowadays, kind of just like, he just like, dude, like...
Trying to get his bag. His quick money.
But I'm over it, though. Like, singing Tory's not what I really want to hear right now. Another artist I'm listening to right now, mainstream, is Trippie Redd. I told you about that album.
Is he really mainstream though?
He did a song with MGK. MGK is mainstream now. He's done a couple songs with mainstream artists. So yeah. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that I would still classify him as mainstream.
But if you were to say his name, I promise you half the people
they wouldn't know.
They wouldn't even know.
You're right. So I feel like it depends on the demographic.
Yeah.
So you can kind of say he's mainstream. I don't really know a song he's big on, to be honest with you.
The one with Travis Scott, Dark Knight Gumo.
Okay.
That was his song. He had a song with Drum. Honestly, don't remember the name of it. Oh, Broccoli with Lil Yachty. No, that was just Lil Yachty. That was Drum and Lil Yachty.
Yeah.
Biggest.
You got confused about it right.
Oh, it's probably with 6ix9ine. I think that was his biggest
breakout song.
Yeah, I think that was like one of his breakout songs.
Then I would still classify him on the ground now.
Yeah.
Another thing I wanted to that just I jump back and forth, but I was talking to an old head the other day, and I say, "Yo, bro, why is people like Snoop Dogg still dropping music, fam? Now we gotta stop. We gotta stop. Stop. You dropped the. Did you hear the track you dropped recently?
No.
It was, oh my gosh, bro. So bro, it was so trash to me because it was him and Swiss Beats. So Swiss Beats made the beat. Obviously, Swiss Beats have his low. You know who it is. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, yo, Snoop, like, why? Why, Snoop? We don't need it. We didn't ask for this.
I mean, even on features, he's been
subpar.
Yeah, subpar.
The best feature in the last 3 years from him is Smile Bitch. Excuse my language. And that was just like a funny, go happy song.
Yeah, most of the songs that he's been on with that are features have been kind of like more of his like playful throwaway kind of bars. Like he was on Wiz Khalifa's album last year.
Yeah, F out of here, bro.
He was on a few albums last year. He was on Buddy's album. I think Buddy's with TDE, if I'm not mistaken. I could be mistaken.
I know Isaiah Rashad is on TDE.
Could be mistaken. I know it's because he floats between. He's from the West Coast.
Because he did a song with A$AP Rocky. Yeah, A$AP Ferg. And
he's done. He was on Dreamville album. He was on Nip's album. Yeah, I don't know if you saw my my Snapchat post. I posted a song and featuring Buddy. Yeah, that song's dope.
Is it?
Yeah, man.
I gotta go back and listen to Nipsey tracks.
Yeah, Nip's a good artist.
Was
yeah. But how I like to break down music. First things first, I go for beat.
Mm-hmm.
Then I go for flow. Then I think lyrics is probably the last thing I look for, depending on who the artist is.
Of course.
So like if you go like for Trippie Redd,
I don't listen to lyrics.
No, I don't listen to him for lyrics because he can't rap.
But then again, the song has to kind of make sense, and there has to be like a phrase or something in there that makes me like, okay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it can't just be some. I went to the store, picked up a chair. It gotta make something's got to be there for me to be like, I can put this on repeat, and if it's playing in the background, the beat is enough to be like, all right, cool.
Well, one thing it's easier to for me it is to break down how I listen to music is who they're inspired by.
Gotcha.
So it's like Trippie Redd. One of his main influencers was Kurt Cobain.
Okay.
So if you listen to Kurt Cobain's music and you hear how Trippie Redd sounds, it kind of makes sense.
Gotcha.
So if you like Kurt Cobain, you should like Trippie Redd. It's just a hip hop version of Kurt Cobain.
Mm-hmm.
Me personally, I did not like Kurt Cobain. He sounds like he's mumbling and just making a whole bunch of weird noises.
Gotcha.
Like as if he's on drugs while he's in the studio.
Well, see, to kind of go against that statement as far as if you like one artist, you like the other. Because my whole thing is there's a lot of young thug babies. You know what I'm saying? And with all these young thug babies, they may sound like him, but they're missing that lyrical aspect. Because people sleep on the fact that Young Thug got bars. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I tend to forget sometimes, too.
People forget. Young Thug got bars in them low cadences and them high-pitched voices and them voice changes. There's bars in there.
Yeah, I tell people every time we have this conversation when we're with each other, I tell the song that people should listen to, and it's actually a Drake song. It's called Sacrifices. It's on, I believe, More Life.
I'll listen to that.
It's with 2 Chainz and Young Thug, and they all just talk about what they had to do to get to where they are. And Young Thug he's actually spitting on that. Like you hear him clearly, no type of
no cadences, no high pitched voices,
nothing at all, just straight rapping. So it made me appreciate Young Thug a little bit. I still haven't gone out my way to listen to some of his stuff because it can be hard for me. But he does have a wide variety. I mean, I think his last album was what, Country Mix, or was that 2 years ago?
Young Thug.
Young Thug, yeah.
No. I think his last album was like it's like 7 songs on there.
Oh yeah, I know that. I don't remember the name of it, but
it was like 7 songs in there. Had like Offset on there.
Yeah, I think Jada Smith was on that.
Jada Smith was on there. Yeah,
that song, I like that song.
That was his last one. My favorite song on there, honestly, is Rocket Boy.
Yeah, I like that song.
That joint,
the remix of Rocket Man.
That joint, that joint, that hits. And Offset's okay, he's cool. Did you listen to Blueface's album?
No, I'm not listening to him.
Bruh.
No.
Listen to me.
No. Only way I am listening to him is if someone else plays a song and you catch it and I happen to like it. I'm not listening. There's certain artists that I won't go out my way to listen to.
I was at work 3:00 in the morning. I'm power tripping through albums. Rick Ross album is solid. I gotta re-listen to it again. I only listened to it one time.
I listened to it one time and I fell asleep on it.
Yeah, I gotta listen to it again. It's just Rick Ross. I like Rick Ross features more than I like Rick Ross songs, but I respect Rick Ross as an artist overall. But Blueface's album just happened to be there. So let me give it a shot real quick. Basura, don't waste your time. All right, Bust Down with Offset. I love the song.
How many remixes does he have to that song? Like 4?
Wait, no, Bust Down is one.
Oh, because he says Bust Down.
No. You think about Tatiana? No. This is called Bust Down with Offset. And then what's the other artist? Ugly God dropped an album.
Nah, that's another person I can't.
I was 2 songs in. I was like, all right, this is solid, but I didn't feel like listening to him at the time.
He's one of those that make those funny raps because some song came on like "Stop Smoking Black and Milds." Come on, the song was hilarious, but bruh, come on, man.
Yeah. So another thing, that I want to get your opinion on is how do you feel about like the older generation, like people like Crooked Eye, Styles P, people like that coming. Well, not the artists more so. How do you feel about them coming back and doing freestyles like every couple months? Like, do you feel like it's even needed at this point?
I mean, don't get me wrong. I love Slaughterhouse in high school, so I could always go for a Crooked Eye freestyle. But if they're doing it, just do it just to do it. Don't do it to like try to compete with the younger crowd because it's just gonna make you look dumb.
Yeah.
They're not caring about your lyrics, so why try to
appeal?
Yeah, why try to appeal or even target them in your music? They're not gonna listen. They're just gonna keep having their fun, do their drugs, make their music, and make their money.
You know what annoys me though when it comes to artists like that, like not the artists themselves, but like they'll come out and they'll put out music, they'll put out freestyles, right? But yet nobody will give them the proper recognition. But if you ask somebody, they always like, yo, Biggie, Tupac, woo, 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 woo. And it's like, yo, they died prior to us 90s babies, basically. Because I think Tupac died in 93 or 96. I don't remember. He died in one of those.
in 96.
Was it 96? Is rather our birth year? Or
I'm pretty 96? Sure we were alive.
Think so?
Yeah.
Double check. I don't want the listeners to be like, yo, you should know this. I shouldn't know this. I freaking shouldn't know this. 96, yeah. He died in 96. So, it's like, okay, you automatically say Biggie, Tupac, right? And how they're the greatest of all time, whatever. But my whole thing is like, they put out their music. The music was good during that era. It's still, you can still play it today and it'll hit to a degree. But it's like, you got new artists out. And, correct me if I'm wrong. But you got new artists like lyricists.
Yeah, just do your research.
That are still putting out bars that can clearly compete with Biggie's music.
See, the thing is, like old heads, they go off what they hear on the radio.
Yeah.
And all they hear on the radio is shit that comes and goes. So,
facts.
So when they try to compare, the last thing they've actually heard was that was like 90s style hip hop, probably on the radio. So that's why I feel like they can never relate, or they don't even try to listen to the music because there's a time gap, I believe. Like I had this conversation with an older person, and I was like, the music's there, but you have to be able to do the research and actually listen. And it's like any other song you would listen to, are you listening to the lyrics 100%? No. So why do you have to do that when it's with hip hop? There's different branches when it comes to hip hop. So there's rap, where you're actually spitting about like your life, your struggles. Then there's trap. There's hip hop. There's hip hop rap. So you right there?
Yo, give me a second. I'm like missing something.
So that's why I feel like I can't really have this discussion with an old head, because they can't adapt to our music, but we can always listen to their music, but they can't listen to our music. Would you agree?
Yeah, I would agree. Just give me a second, guys. I got a battery problem. Freaking A, man.
He told me 10 seconds, and it's almost 2 minutes. This is too much.
Just keep talking, bro.
This is too much.
Keep talking, bro.
Too much time for me.
Like, I put in the wrong battery, yo. I'm wildin'. Give me a second.
So,
I'm wildin', for real. You're doing great, Buff. You're doing great. Keep talking.
I'm doing my best.
Damn, yo.
But as far as the Rick Ross album, to backtrack, I personally never really been a big fan of Rick Ross. The last album I've liked from him was probably God Forgives, I Don't.
What the freak was that? Yo, my bad, yo.
So
Damn.
that was the last Rick Ross album that I liked.
I'm wilding. You got my phone?
No.
Oh, shoot. My bad.
But from there, it's usually just a few singles that I like from...
I put in the wrong battery. Yo, I put in the wrong freaking battery! Alright? Never in my goddamn life. I put in the wrong battery. This is what happens when you got multiple batteries, B. I put in the wrong battery. I'm like, yo, cool, we go. Yo, we go. All of a sudden, it just clocked off. I said, hold up, bro. I'm not even at the mark where the camera shuts off yet, man. All of a sudden, I go, look, they don't say charge the battery. I look at the battery. I say, yo, hold up, bro. This is not the fucking battery I put in the camera. Jesus Christ. So we lost like 2 minutes of footage, but it's cool. I'm gonna put a little couple graphics in the videos. Y'all can look at those. See what I'm saying? But anyways, back to the show.
A few albums that I've listened to that came out within the last few weeks. Rich Brian, also formerly known as Rich Chiga, Asian artist.
He dropped another album?
Yep. July 26th.
All right, I gotta listen to that.
He has a few songs on there that I like, but I really liked his first album a lot better. Another album that's really solid, you should listen to if you haven't gotten a chance, YBN Cordae.
I listened to like a track of that. I gotta get to that too.
Nah, for his first album, that's solid.
Nah, I bet.
Nothing but storytelling. That's actually rapping. Like I think he would be equivalent to like an older head rapping.
Gotcha.
Just with newer style beats. And I was actually really surprised with this album because most of his singles that he dropped, he was doing it on trap beats, and I really didn't think that fit. He was making it work, but it just didn't work for me. I think it's one or the other. Like you can't really.
There's a couple YBN dudes, right?
Yeah, YBN Cordae, YBN Almighty J, YBN Namir. There's like a whole group of them, but those are like the main three. I think the acronym is Young Boss Niggas.
Let's just keep it YBN because that joint sounds horrible.
Yeah. But as far as like they each have their own lane.
Yeah, of course.
Cordae is definitely the most lyrical. Namir, he's probably the most famous because he was like the first to blow up out of them.
Yeah.
The only reason I really know Almighty J is because he was smashing Black China. And I think she's like twice his age.
Shit. Yeah.
So
no, don't. That's
but
whatever.
As far as like newer artists, I think Lil Skies has to be one of my favorite little rappers.
Gotcha.
Even his name has a story, whereas other people they're just putting little in front of the most random thing.
Yeah.
I think because his dad makes music.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then he went by Skies, or Big Skies, so he went by
Little
Skies. Makes sense.
Yeah. He just came at the wrong time because everybody in the industry would call Lil.
Yeah.
Everybody. And it's just like, yo, bro, like, you type in Lil on YouTube, you getting
I saw everything. A statistic on, I don't know if it was Spotify or I don't remember where I saw it, but it said there was over 6,000 rappers with Little in their name. So, and I don't think that was the mainstream one. So that was like all newer ones.
Gotcha.
So I mean, and I saw that maybe last year.
Yeah.
So that means it could have gone up way more.
Okay. Makes sense. I mean, I only listen to Lil Yachty, Lil Uzi, Lil Skies. You put me on to him. I think that's all the Lil I could think of right now. The new generation that comes to mind, to be honest.
Lil Nas X. The album was solid.
See,
It's not rap. It's not rap or hip hop.
It's a whole lot of things on there. My whole thing is like he has till I say November, December to have something popping in the wavelengths again, because Old Town Road is cool, but adults.
I wasn't even listening to the album, to that song on the album.
Adults are over it. It's kids' songs out. Kids are singing it.
Oh yeah, that song was played out to me within like 2 weeks.
As soon as we heard the remix, she's like, "Yo, the remix out!" They're gonna hit. Like a week, we was like, "All right, cool."
I mean, that's one thing that the older head should pay in mind to as well. Like the songs that they make, they don't last. I'd say they're hot for the summer about, and then the next song comes out, and then the next song, and then the next song.
Because old heads forget, like back in the day, they had artists come out, but like an artist could live on his song for like 6 months to 2 years.
Yeah.
Nowadays, an artist has to have new music. Like people want new music within a week. It's like, fam, I just gave you music, bruh. Like Big Sean dropped 2 singles like 3 weeks ago. He put up a picture on IG and people are like, "Yo, where the album at? Where the new music at, bruh?" Live with that for a little bit, fam.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bruh. I'm still listening to Ed Sheeran's album right now. I listened to it like a couple minutes ago.
Yeah, I heard. I haven't gone back to it as much as I'd like to.
Ed Sheeran?
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a good album.
Yeah.
It just hasn't come across my list.
Right now, my rotation, to be honest, because I haven't really had the time to listen to new music as I want to. Did I ever put you on to St. John?
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of that album.
You wasn't?
I don't know what it was. Just
it wasn't. Yeah, what any type of?
Just wasn't feeling it.
Got you.
Oh, while we're on that topic of not feeling it, that's where I wanted to bring up hater.
I got you,
guys. Stop calling someone hater just because they don't like your music. Music isn't for everyone. Not everyone's gonna like your song. Some people will love it, some will hate it. But just because they're not rocking with it doesn't mean they're hating. Me personally, I try to support as many people in Stanford, but I just don't share it on my Facebook. I have family, I have coworkers on there. They'll take that the wrong way.
Yeah.
So that's personally why I don't put it on my Facebook. I try to do it on my Instagram. I mean my Snapchat whenever it comes up.
The stories, yeah.
But yeah, stop calling people haters. Like, as long as you get a few likes, those few likes, they'll share it, and so on, and eventually the right person will see and hear it. It's just a process.
My whole thing, and to back you up on that, is like, I've told artists straight up when I see them, "Yo, I F with your music," or "I don't F with your music." I don't share it. Or, like, honestly, in the last year, I've tried to be more involved, in a sense. I use that word loosely.
Yeah.
Like commenting, sharing.
Yeah.
I don't share at all, but I'll comment or I like stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Nowadays.
Yeah.
And it's like I'll hit the dude up like, "Yo, honestly, like I like this music. I like the music video." Whoop, 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 whoop. Like Jet Perry, I told him a couple months ago. I was like, "Yo, fam, when I first heard you back in like high school, you was ass cheeks." Straight up. You know what I'm saying? I saw a video where I think he was freestyling in front of a fence. And I was like, "Yo, that joint was trash, bruh." But what you become now, I can definitely stand behind you and say, "Yo, you put out dope music." And I'm with that. I see the growth. And my whole thing is like, being a hater is not like, if I don't rock with your music, I don't rock with your music.
Yeah, it's one thing if I'm going out my way to say, "Yo, don't listen to his music. His shit is trash."
Nah, I'm a hater.
And telling people on my social medias not to listen to your trash. That is being a hater.
Nah, I'm a hater.
That's going out your way to slow someone else's process. Yeah. That's being a hater.
There's a couple dudes out here that is just stupid trash, and I have my right opinion to say you stupid trash. But that's beyond me. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I put out a post. I think I wanted to say this earlier. I put out a post a couple weeks ago. It was like, "Yo, there's people really putting out garbage music videos, garbage content. They don't have some people really don't have a presence to be in a music video, but they're putting out music videos." It's like, bruh, I don't want to see you just standing there like you on stage or awkwardly, fam. It's you, the cameraman. You should be way more hype with just you and the cameraman. My personal opinion. Because you want me to watch a video of you, but like if I'm 30 seconds in, you kind of just rocking back and forth, but not really trying to store, you're not hype with your song. It's like, yo, bro, why would I care what you putting out?
I think local artists should really watch Cole Bennett Lyrical Lemonade videos.
Facts. I said top director in the game right now. Yeah, facts.
He's really good at what he does. And he outsources too. It's not like he's just the one doing all those, everything in those videos.
Yeah, I'll figure that sooner or later. There's certain things I was like, yeah, no way.
Like the video with mixed personalities.
Mm-hmm. All that green screening?
Yeah. He didn't do the 3D stuff on there.
Yeah, for sure.
And so people really take note on watching that. I think even Meshach pointed that out on Facebook, whereas like a lot of these music videos are just boring nowadays.
Yeah. Nothing happening in them.
Yeah, like
you see a car, you see somebody driving the car, and then that's it.
A girl shaking their ass on the car.
You know whose videos I like based upon just the energy alone? OT Genesis. They're basic music videos, but just the energy he brings to it makes me want to watch it again and again and again.
To be honest, 6ix9ine videos, man.
Yeah, I gotta agree.
His first video, like they're all having fun, vibing out, just not standing around. And he said those were very low budget videos.
I'm sure.
So like,
you need a camera. You need your peoples to pull up. You know what I'm saying? You don't need like I'm over the girl shaking her ass in the video. Like that format is like 2008 down. Kill that. You know what I'm saying?
That was when like BET Uncut was.
Yeah,
was still around.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm over that. Like I don't care with some girl shaking her ass. Like give me something visually appealing to me. You know what I'm saying? Like show me your boys hanging out. If it's a female, show me you and your girls hanging out. Like give me something that's like, yo, this joint is dope. You know what I'm saying? Like a girl shaking her ass for 3 minutes on a song where you're talking about drugs.
Oh yeah, that's another thing too. A lot of these music videos won't even match their lyrics.
It don't make sense
at all.
It never makes sense. What the freak are you talking about, bruh? You know what I'm saying? Like the 90s music videos, hats off to them. You know what I'm saying? Because they had like the females in them, but they were just like walking through the frame. Yeah, it wasn't like in the.
They weren't the focus.
Yeah, they weren't. They were walking through the frame. You know what I'm saying? You see them in the background, but the artist was the main focus. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I liked. And they had girls blowing. You know what I'm saying? Singing for those young people out there. Not. Anyways, so you know what I mean? So that's what we want. That's what we want. Personally, that's what I want. Personally, that's what Buff on. He does the whole videography thing and stuff like that. Hit my man Buff up, man. I'm gonna put his social medias and stuff probably in the video. Also in the description of this podcast. I'm definitely putting that out there. Yeah, is there anything else that you want to talk about real quick?
Yeah, one second. I was going through my Spotify. Just a few things I had been listening to. Nas came out with a new album. He has a few songs on there. I don't know if you listened to it.
I'm going to take my time on that one.
The Lost Tapes too?
Yeah, I'm going to take my time on that one. Not really.
Tyler, the Creator. Just a few songs on the EP album. Just a few.
Just a couple.
His
definitely.
He's always been a weirdo to me.
Yeah.
But mainly Dreamville I've been listening to this year.
I love those first like 3 songs.
Off the Dreamville album?
Yeah. I haven't finished.
Oh yes, that's what I wanted to get to. Well, the Baby. His verse in Under the Sun, I was just like, wow. He can actually spit.
Facts.
He can spit.
Bruh, listen to me, bruh.
If he wanted to.
Listen to me, bruh. The mixtapes that he put out prior to his
album.
His album.
Baby on Baby was his album.
Yeah, so I was listening to. Hold on, so I can find that. Give me a second.
But I was really surprised at his wordplay because based on his other songs, he just uses recycled lines and.
Nah, listen. So I have in my album right now.
Just from the songs I've heard.
So when I found out about the Baby, before he got signed. Actually, no. Actually, I saw a video of him when he was like, whatever. But I found out about when he got signed, and I was like, hold on, let me go back and listen to his other stuff. So you got Blank Blank, which has like 9 songs on there. Fire. As soon as the freaking album starts, you're like, dang. Beats is fire. Wordplay is fire. And then I listened to Baby Talk, which literally dropped like a month or 2 months before Baby on Baby. So he dropped a mix. You can call it a mixtape, or whatever you call it. because he was going by Baby Jesus. It literally says Baby Jesus on the art. And then literally a month, 2 months later, he dropped a Baby on Baby and it says the baby on it. So both of those projects, I definitely vibe with. There's more projects I didn't go back to. But if you want to just listen to something, I would say Blank Blank. Just kind of give you that, like, yo, whew, fuego.
Yeah.
And plus, his music videos are entertaining as well.
Yeah. He reminds me of Busta Rhymes with his music videos.
See that? Yeah.
They actually put him up there with Busta Rhymes with like most creative videos so far.
Yeah, they're comedic. They're funny. Definitely entertaining. Like the last video he put out with the dude
Carpet Burner. Where he the dude he got in a fight with.
Yeah, and he did the whole music video with that. And then he just put out another one with his boy. The song is Ashley.
Yes. Yeah.
That video was interesting too.
I didn't see the full video, but I just saw like little clips on Instagram.
Yeah, that video is entertaining as well. So for all you old heads out here that's listening right now, listen to these new artists. You know what I'm saying? There's a plethora of artists out there.
I can put you on to a few.
Like, and that's just hip hop alone.
Most of the Dreamville artists are lyrical.
Let me tell you.
You got Joey Badass. You got Flash Butch Zombies. Beast Coast. Anyone in Beast Coast, they're lyrical. TDE. Most of their artists are lyrical.
Yeah. Good music has some artists, but to be honest, they're not as upfront as they should be, in my opinion.
When you say good, you mean like Kanye?
Yeah, Kanye. Good music. You have Sci-Hi, which I love. You got Big Sean. But then you really just have, like, what's her name? Tiana Taylor. Yeah. She's cool. It's just not my vibe, to be honest.
Speaking of female, future point.
No, go ahead.
I saw a few of the XL freestyles. Meg Thee Stallion.
Nah, I bet.
She can spit. I just have a bias against female rappers. Nothing. Please don't take that the wrong way. Seriously, it's nothing that they can't spit or anything. It's just, you know what I mean. Like, there's certain things that I will never rock with because being a man.
Yeah.
But she got it. She can rap, and then her influences are like UGK and 3 6 Mafia.
Speaking of influences, though, I want to talk about that real quick. Do you feel like some of these artists be fake frauding?
As far as...
Like, for example, let's say I come out with a song and I'll be like, yo, my influences was Biggie and Tupac and I was listening to dudes like Rakim and whoop, whoop, whoop. And it's like, you know damn well you was listening to none of them niggas. Your true influences is like trash artists. You know what I'm saying? But you just said that so you can get kind of like them clout points. I feel like there's artists out there that's mainstream right now that's using clout points and saying.
Can you give an example, and then maybe I could.
Of an artist?
Yeah.
Or just an example of what I'm saying?
No, an example of an artist that actually said that, and then they're just making the complete opposite.
I mean, in my opinion, like people like I can't think of any artists in particular right now, but like I'm pretty sure artists like who's super trash. That's a little right now. I'm not gonna say Lil. I'm gonna say Lil. I'm not. Lil Yachty's not trash to me, but I'm pretty sure that there's no way he'd be influenced by like people like Pac or Biggie with the type of music that he puts out.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
The first person I thought of was Kodak Black.
Hold on, Kodak got bars though, low key. He be telling stories. You listen to his live album?
I liked his last album.
It was solid.
That was actually that's the actual only album I liked.
I liked his.
And then from here and there, it's like it's singles, certain singles.
What's his album before? What was that album before? He was painting. I forgot what it's called.
It's that album with XXX Tentacion, Roll in Peace. I believe that album. It was on that album, right?
Oh shit.
But a good Kodak Black song to listen to is Malcolm XXX. That actually tells a really good story. So
Painting Pictures was the album I liked as well.
Okay.
That has some joints on there.
So for those listening, listen to that song. There's a few songs on that album that actually tell a really good story. Like Could Have Been Different on that last album. Mm-hmm. It was a really good song.
Testimony,
yeah.
Transgressions.
Yeah, Transgressions. Overall, I like that album. And one thing I don't understand what people try to do when it comes to their music, they try to compare their social life. So it's like, ew, he does that in his real life. Why are you listening to him? That don't got anything to do with it.
Facts.
Like,
Facts. Yo, people be taking this too personal, bruh.
sorry.
Sorry. Too personal, bruh. Relax.
Like they'll say, oh, but he beats women, but the music that he made, he doesn't say anything about beating a woman, or I don't make that connection that I don't beat women, so I'm not going to make that connection.
Listen.
So you guys got to stop doing that, making that correlation.
We can like the art. We don't got to like the artist. You know what I'm saying? That's just the fact of life. Actually, no, I'm rephrase that. We can like the artist. We don't have to like the person that he is in his day-to-day life.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, like, y'all out here, people out here buying, like, paint and buying, like, clothing from dudes who's probably beating their kids. You may be against beating their kids. There's vegans out here buying clothing from a dude who eat meat. Pause. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, keep that same energy, baby. Just because the product is appealing to me, but the person itself, like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? To a degree, of course. It depends on what's happening, like. But, you know, when it comes to the music itself, like, music is subjective. You know what I'm saying? So if I F with the music heavy and it gets me in a certain vibe and mood, and then you try to taint that by telling me about his personal life, that has nothing to do with what the music he's putting out.
It's like the situation with...
R. Kelly?
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
Yeah.
It's like people still listen to him. Me personally, I never went out my way to listen to R. Kelly. So when R. Kelly's song comes on that I do like, I don't have a problem that it's playing.
Yeah.
Please don't take it the wrong way.
Fam, people got to learn how to separate the art from the person. And R. Kelly wasn't talking about raping chicks. R. Kelly wasn't talking about none of that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they feel like it's hidden within the bars. So, like, if they're saying certain things...
I get it. But in the moment, it's not like this is new news, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, if this information's been around since we've been in, like, elementary school. He was pissing on girls in elementary school.
The Boondocks episode.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Like, just because now it's resurfaced, now you're like, oh, hold up, bro.
That's personally why I never watched the documentary on that.
It's a waste of time.
Yeah, it's like,
you give
why are you guys using the document to influence how you guys feel on him when he should have been canceled?
Facts.
That's why I don't understand. People follow trends.
Cloud chasing.
And
cloud chasing all the way. Like, I knew about Michael Jackson how long ago? Nigga dies, excuse my lingo, and now you want to put out a documentary about a dude who basically said XYZ the first time. Now he's switching it up. F out of here, bro. I don't care what he's saying. You know
that's why there's certain things that I just don't follow, especially when they're dead. It's like, what good is that information?
Yeah, facts. What are you doing for me right now?
Yeah.
I'm supposed to, and then all of a sudden, music stations start taking his music off the airwaves and this and that. It's like, bro, he's not allowed to defend himself. And that's not fair to a legend. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then it's like, y'all feel good about this and that. And it's like, yo, bro, y'all had this information prior, fam, while he was alive, but y'all did nothing with it. Y'all played his music. Y'all still paid him to show up to venues. Y'all cared about him when he died. And that's just in general. That's for females, too. You know what I'm saying? Whitney Houston was a drug addict. Y'all still loved her. You know what I'm saying? Now if it would have come out that Whitney Houston was out here raping her little niece or nephew, now you'd be like, oh, she's canceled. But it's like, bro, like, y'all overlooked the fact that she was a drug addict? F out of here, fam.
I promise you, if it's not this year, it's going to be next year where they're going to find information on Nip where he was doing something.
Yo, bro, facts. Facts.
Promise you.
It's just like a grace period right now where it's like people are still feeling some type of way.
Yeah.
Facts. Actually, I saw a video the other day that resurfaced where it was like a paparazzi pulled up on him.
Oh, he
in
took the
London.
phone off the car.
Yeah, it's like, bro, like, why are you in my face? Why are you still recording me? Respect my space, man. You don't want me in your space, but you all up in my space. So listen, old heads out there, give the music a listen. Because us as a young generation, it's like we're forced or we're condemned if we don't listen to the older music.
Yeah, I mean,
you know
I can do both.
Yeah, we definitely can do both. But like, if you tell somebody, yo, I never listened to Tupac. What?
Yeah.
You never listen to Tupac?
Yeah.
Yo, I don't listen to Biggie. Nigga, are you... Yo, you don't got no right.
Yeah,
you don't got no right to talk about
by
music.
the time we were listening to that kind of music.
like, bro, I grew up listening to Aaron Carter and Backstreet Boys, man. Like, I didn't really get
parents
into
are gonna let us listen to that at 3 years old.
Yo, I'll suck your daddy's dick. Like, nigga, come on, bro. That's bars that Biggie was saying. You know what I'm saying? They overlook that. So at the end of the day, like, give new music a listen. We automatically have to listen to old music. Like, there's a certain level of standards that this new generation have to stand by. And that older generation never want to give the new generation, anything. Especially music. When it's in sports, though, people are open to like, yo, he's up and coming. Woo, 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 woo. But when it comes to music, it's just so weird, fam. It's so weird. Listen, thanks for tuning in for another episode of Soul Palaver. Palaver. It's your boy. I just want to thank Buff. Thanks for coming by.
Thanks for having me.
Appreciate you being.
Hope I wasn't too awkward with my stuttering.
Nah, you good, man. I appreciate you coming by, being the interim host for today's episode. Can't wait to hear Daddy's feedback on this. Man, yo, Shawn, hope you're having a good time out there, man.
Yeah.
Anything you want to say before you leave out?
Nah, man. Just thanks for having me. We can talk about some music again whenever the time comes. There's a lot of points that I still even get to hit with certain aspects of music. So whenever that chance comes again, maybe all three of us, we can talk about it. And
Shawn just talking about Drake the whole time.
Yeah, I know, but maybe that input could help. But
no, we'll definitely have you back on again. Definitely great conversation. You made it this far. Dang, almost an hour. I'm impressed. I thought you would have shot yourself dead by like 20 minutes.
I thought so too. I thought I was. Like, I thought I was ready to quit after you fucked up on the batteries.
Yo, chill, man. So, listen, what happens is people are like, at first they're like, oh my gosh, like I'm about to start talking, but like, I feel like it really just depends on where you're at. Like, if you're doing a podcast with somebody who doesn't know how to maintain a conversation or keep the conversation going, then it just becomes awkward. Yeah. But once you see it as regular just conversation and you just spitting facts and you gotta know what you're talking about, there's a point you just forget. Like, an hour, bro, time just flew by just now. You know what I'm saying? So, listen, also, word of advice to all the people out there that want to start podcasts, listen, the equipment is important, but the software is the most important. Keep that in mind. You know what I'm saying? Because you could buy $3,000 worth of equipment, but if your software is trash and you don't know what the freak to do with that $3,000 equipment, I mean, realistically, come on. You got any feedback on that?
I'd agree.
You'd agree?
I'd agree. If you're trying to work with a budget, it doesn't have to be crazy expensive equipment either.
But it does have to shoot.
I would say in total that I have about $3,000 worth of equipment. Yeah. But I do have prominent software for it as well. So Adobe, Cinema 4D, those are the main ones that I work with. Let's just collab. Work with each other. Gotcha. You guys are gonna make a lot farther if we put the pride aside and just work with each other.
It's important, bro. Don't let other niggas get in the way of your path when you could just walk in the same path together. You know what I'm saying?
Friendly competition. There's nothing wrong with that.
Not at all.
I mean, that's what Kendrick Lamar said in Control, and everyone got offended from that. You remember that?
Yeah, and Big Sean had to rewrite his whole verse, and he
even put the song on the album because his verse was too hard.
Like, Big Sean, why you rewrite your whole verse, bro? Why'd you let the world know you rewrite your whole verse? But whatever, bro. Listen, at the end of the day, all of this love, all designers out there that make clothes or design clothes like I do, or accessories or all that stuff, you're my competition. Still got love for you, but trust me, you're still my competition, and I will win at the end of the day. Buff, he does his music, his video stuff, and all that. Honestly, Buff's on another level compared to y'all, man. I just want to put that out there. Real talk. Because, a lot of people out there, like, they just do the videographer, but Buff is actually, like, doing Adobe, what's the... Drawing a blank. What is that?
Come on, you can't be hyping me up.
I'm drawing a blank. What's that drawing called? After Effects. Boom. You ever use After Effects? Shit is hard, bro. I watched the whole goddamn tutorial for 30 minutes and I said, F this bull crap. You know what I'm saying? Little stuff like that. Like, Buff could do that. Have you something prominent and solid within 24 hours. But y'all want to pay the dude down the street $20 because he got a Nikon. Yo. And he using freaking iMovie. The freak out of here, nigga. I know what the iMovie look like. F you, bruh. Anyways, man, we out, man. Love you.
Man.
Peace and love. Buff, thanks for coming
Thanks
through.
for having me.
It's your boy. Oh,
I'm
by the
out.
way, if you're watching the video, I got a shirt on. This is a Static Shock inspired. Peace.